Welcome to this demo of the Predatar Cyber Recovery Orchestration Platform, which is now available as part of the IBM Storage software portfolio. Predatar is designed to provide automation and orchestration across your Spectrum Protect and Spectrum Protect Plus backup estates. It sits in the IBM Cloud and securely uses your backup's telemetry data to give you confidence that if you get hit by a cyber attack, you'll be able to recover your data and systems quickly, cleanly, and completely. In this demo, I'm going to show you 3 of the key features, including the dashboard, the Data Explorer, and the Cyber Recovery Orchestration Cleanroom. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So when you log on, the first thing you'll see is the main Predatar dashboard, and this has the key information and analytics you're going to need to stay on top of that cyber resiliency inside of your backup estate. Now, the platform can hold an unlimited history of your telemetry data, and it's going to use this vast amount of telemetry information to provide this in-depth analytics and AI-driven automation. So the Predatar dashboard can be configured and each user can tailor it to their own needs. So if you click here on the cog icon at the bottom right of the screen, that's going to show up the widget selector. And Predatar's dashboard widgets have been designed to help you easily identify the hidden problems in your backup estate that might jeopardize your backup success rate and your ability to mount an effective recovery if needed. So it doesn't matter if you're a storage administrator or a security officer, you can go down here and customize the dashboard and then put into view the tools that are most important to you. Next, let's take a look at the Recovery Cyber Rating widget and the data exploration that it enables. As you would expect from a modern platform, you get a wealth of analytics on all of the usual metrics such as backup, success rates, storage utilization, and backup errors. But the really powerful piece inside of Predatar and what makes it stand apart is its unique and powerful cyber resilience analytics. The real-time cyber recovery rating is an example of this, and it's actually going to take 26 different data points that are based on best-of-breed practices for data hardening. And it's going to use these to score every node being monitored. And that score is going to reflect its ability to be recovered from a cyber attack. And so these points include everything from the backup success rate, through anomalies that are found, to time since the last recovery test was performed, whether the backup was stored immutably, what type of encryption was being used, and so forth. And when it goes out and grades each of these nodes, it's going to grade it on an A+ to an F scale. And all your nodes are then going to be aggregated into an overall score for your environment. And you'll see that score here. So if we click on this grade, that'll drill down into the nodes using the Predatar's data exploratory tool. You'll be able to visualize up to 1 million nodes at a time here. And using the filters, you can quickly focus in on nodes with lower scores and begin to apply corrective fixes directly from the UI. So for instance, we could go to the submenu and click on grade, and then we could select D, E, and F, and that would bring up all of the nodes with a failing cyber recovery grade. So by putting different filters into place, we can quickly build custom reports and charts to analyze further the data and understand cyber weaknesses in their environment. So for instance, on the submenu, click the chart icon and then set the view type to graph. And then in the column drop-down, select air-gapped. And this is going to sort the graph into 2 columns showing what is air-gapped and what is not. You could also click the false data label on the graph axis, and this will filter out those nodes that have a backup copy air-gapped and just leave those that don't. So Predatar's making it easy to put these corrective actions in place for the backup, and it's easy to apply many of the best practices needed to harden your backup against a cyber attack. And so by clicking into a node, the user can then see a summary for that specific node. So let's click on this node with a grade of D. This will open up the node details and display the current status. It'll also give us the ability to click the Fix button for any of our current cyber issues. So as part of the real-time grading process, the platform suggests fixes that can be applied. This includes fixes such as creating a backup copy in immutable storage, enabling encryption, and running a recovery test with a malware scan. And all of the heavy lifting needed to complete these actions is orchestrated by the platform with no further work required by the user. And so as fixes are applied, the grade for these environments will be recalculated. And it's these types of features that are going to allow the user to easily find the weak points hidden in their environments and then quickly harden them against exploitation by cyber criminals. Okay, let's go back to the home screen. Predatar's cyber recovery orchestration uses AI and automation. So by continually monitoring the environments for suspect behavior and by testing those nodes for recoverability and cleanliness on a continuous basis, Predatar's going to help you stay on top of those risks. So Predatar Signal is the AI engine that helps Predatar prioritize which nodes to test and when to test them. It does this by taking feeds of security events from your SIEM solution and then learning what is at the highest risk of malware from previous attacks and by monitoring all the nodes for anomalies. So by monitoring the nodes for metrics such as gigabytes transferred, dedupe ratios, items transferred, backup times, the platform can build up a pattern of normal behavior, and then it alerts users when the nodes deviate from this normal behavior. If there is a deviation, it's going to be scored with a threat index of 1, meaning low, to 10, meaning high. So whenever the platform detects an anomaly, it will alert the user via the notification panel, and then clicking the alert will open the malware scanning screen. Users can then hover over any nodes shown to see why that platform was highlighted for them to test. And then it's just a simple case of adding them to the right-hand panel for recovery testing and malware scanning. So now that we've dragged 2 of the at-risk workloads over into the clean room and pressed scan backups, that platform will orchestrate a recovery of the selected nodes into that clean room. So a clean room is an isolated and secure environment that's been configured to work with the platform. And clean rooms can either be built by you or they can be bought directly from IBM. And they can be purchased as a cloud or on-premise appliance. So once the workloads are recovered, the platform will then orchestrate a full and deep EDR malware scan of that recovered workload. Okay, once the workload has been scanned, the results will be displayed. And as you can see from the tests, one of the workloads was found not to be infected, while one did in fact contain malware. And as we can see, this has been now marked as clean as the platform has orchestrated the removal of the malware from the recovered workload. So the malware that has been found and cleaned is displayed to the end user, and you can click the top checkbox to select all of the malware files that were found. And so with this confirmed case of malware in the environment, the next question is, where else has this malware spread? So we can make it easy to answer this question. Simply select Search All Backups for selected files. That's going to search across your backup estate for any current or historical backups that reference that particular malware. The results are displayed as an infection map, and the user can scroll through the dates to understand the scale of the attack and to see how far it has spread and for how long it's been compromised. Okay, so if we click on the left arrow button to scroll back to see how long the backups have been adjusted, malware, and you'll eventually see some green which shows the infection point. The platform allows the user then to select any of the backups flagged as potentially infected, and do a full malware scan and confirmation on those. So by selecting the required nodes, the platform will restore the latest backups for scanning and potentially cleaning. And this would remove the need to actually do a physical restore of the latest clean backups and allows the user to minimize data loss by taking the most current backups and fixing this within the clean room itself. If we click the checkboxes next to any of the backups flagged as potentially infected, we can click Recover selected nodes to the quarantine area. And then those two nodes will be shown in the clean room panel ready for scanning. Okay, so I just gave you a quick overview demo of Predatar and the cyber recovery orchestration it brings to the table. If you'd like to try Predatar's analytic tools, you can sign up for free, or you can reach out to your IBM storage rep for more detailed information or a more in-depth demo. Thanks again.